Alright, boys, we're not messing around today. We're over halfway through the season, and we've been hovering around this position in the division for a while now. 4.5 games back, we can't let that get any bigger. Even though I won the game that I played in the last one, we still dropped every single game in the simulation after that because I already had a lot of negative momentum going into it, and the game that I played didn't give me enough positive momentum, so we ended up losing big. But now, all that negative momentum is gone, so we should be able to get back into the positive and start picking up some wins again. A couple of things before we start. This whole lineup and pitching rotation thing is really frustrating to me, how the CPU changes it like every time I play a game. So I think from this point on, I'm just going to let it do its thing, and we're just going to have to win with what it puts on the field. I think the only change that I'm going to try and consistently make is they keep putting in Leury for Luis Robert, and I think that's the only thing I'm going to worry about, is I'm going to try and keep putting Luis and Robert in the lineup over Garcia. Also, after we traded for Michael Givens in the last one and lost the lefty in our bullpen, I revamped this trade management screen for players to target. I got rid of, I put in all lefties. We already had a couple lefties, but I was looking through standings and stuff, and I took out people who were 100% unrealistic, like Andrew Miller, because the Cardinals are doing really good this year, and he was doing really good this year. I also took out Jose Alvarado because the Rays, I actually don't remember how they were doing, but Alvarado's a younger guy, and with how they were doing, I remember they weren't like winning the division. They were kind of in the middle, but I doubt they're going to want to get rid of a younger arm. So I'm leaving Josh Hader on there, not because I think he's super realistic, but the Brewers are doing horrible in this simulation. They're like way bottom at the NL Central. So if there is any elite lefty reliever that is possible to get, it's probably Josh Hader. I also put Alex Claudio on there from the Brewers, another solid lefty. And then I went with these two guys, other lefties, lower overall. I mean, not really lower overall. They're both, I think, 74s when their morale is normal. But they're both in the minors right now, and I think they could be pretty valuable on my team. So hopefully one of these four guys can pop up for me, or somebody else who's even better. But we need it. We need some more lefties in that bullpen. All right, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into this game against the Blue Jays. We have a 1-0 lead, and I think we have 2 runners on and only 1 out.
The Palehose are a team that have certainly had their struggles of late. And for more on that, let's send it down to Heidi Watney at field level.
Well, it's no secret this team has been in a slide of late. They've admitted they're a little bit frustrated. To start rehabilitating their mojo, it's crucial they find a way to grind out a win. But when you've been dropping one game after another, that's easier said than done. So let's see if they can find a way to get a W here and stop the bleeding.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
So they kind of made us out there to look like we're really struggling. I don't think we're really struggling. We just had a bad stretch over the last couple games. We're looking to end a losing streak. And this at-bat right here is exactly why the lineup thing is so frustrating to me. Because Nomar Mazara shouldn't even be in for this game right here. I had it set so that versus lefties, I had Leury playing right over Nomar, because Leury is a really good hitter against lefties, and Nomar is a lot worse against lefties than he is righties. So I should be having Leury up right here with like 94 contact versus lefties. Oh, but Nomar, he's proven me wrong. All right, I guess I should stop complaining. Double in the gap. I'm not going to try and push that 6-speed home, but that gets us another run, and now we have 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. And it looks like that knocked Ryu out of the game, so I won't have to deal with him anymore. Oh, and now we got Danny Mendick up with 2 runners on. They may as well give us both those runs now. Oh, he beat it into the ground. Man, I kind of thought that was going to bounce over him for a second. Well, Leury is in the game, but I forgot about that because they keep wanting to put him in over Luis Robert in center. And they want Robert to just be a bench player, and that's just not right. Oh, and Leury draws a walk. Man, I went down 0-2 in the first 2 pitches of that at bat, and he threw 4 straight balls after that. I don't know why you'd be so afraid of Leury, but now we have Moncada up against a righty with the bases loaded. If there was any time that he needs to cash in, it's right now. Oh no, the changeup got me above it, and Moncada can't cash in. I don't understand what it is with Moncada in this March to October, but he is struggling when I use him. Well, we can't cash in that inning except for Mazara's double, which was huge. But with 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out, I really would have liked to have more. And it looks like we have Keuchel in this game. He's got half energy with 72 pitches. This looks very similar to the last time he was in the game. Can Eloy get to this one? No. And that one comes right back to Keuchel. He makes the easy play, and there's the first out. Ooh, good pitch. Painting the corner with that changeup. Now let's get him on the inside slider. Come on. Oh, well, it does the job anyway. That one caught more of the plate than I wanted it to. Oh, no. Oh, good job, Mendick, getting there on that one. I hung the slider there. I got scared, but we're through 7 innings now, still with a shutout intact. Dang, not a good start to this inning. He came out of the bullpen dealing. Oh, man, this guy's slider, he's hanging it so much, but it's like hanging it in the right spots that I can't seem to see it well. I really hope my game didn't just freeze. Well, I think my game froze, or there's some bug or something, because he's stuck like this on the mound. I have no PCI or strike zone coming up, but luckily I can still pause it. And there's this option here, save and exit, so I'm going to do that, and hopefully it just like takes me out of this game, and then I can load right back in where we start. But if not, I guess we'll see. Alright, it looks like we are going to be able to pick up where we left off. Alright, I'm going to load back in. Oh, and the first pitch after I load back in, that curveball I really could have done something with, but I didn't. We got to keep him off the board for 2 more innings. Oh, and the strikeout on the changeup from Keuchel. He's still looking strong here in the 8th. And he's tied for the league lead in complete games. So if I can finish this game, he'll move out to the lead. Oh, and that one up the middle. Yeah, I kind of knew. For some reason, Anderson had a weird reaction to that one. And I wasn't able to correct it in time, so he booted it. Oh, and a good bounce back, getting Bo swinging up and in on the cutter for the second out, popping up. And the changeup low strikes him out. 101 pitches, but he's still looking good. I think I'm going to go for that complete game shutout. Alright, well, no insurance was gotten. We still have a 2-0 lead. I'm going to go with Keuchel. I'm going to see if he can complete this, but if he gets into trouble, we do have our new acquisition of Michael Givens on tap to get the save. And a grounder to short. Anderson makes the play cleanly. Oh, what a stop by Jose. We're going to make the play. What a play, man. Even if you don't field that cleanly, that's huge, because that would have been, I mean, it probably wouldn't have been a double, but if that would have gotten down, or if that would have gotten through, rather, probably would be it for Keuchel. And a lazy fly to center. This should be caught. And there it is, Dallas Keuchel with a complete game shutout in Toronto. And we got 2 fireballs for the win, an extra one for it being a shutout. And I think we might be back on track. And there it is, the success. You love to see it. And we're not going to have a snowflake anymore. It's not the biggest fireball, but it's a start. And let's finish this out. And we dropped the last game to the Jays. But we sweep the Rangers. And this is going to be fun. Our next key moment is against the Cubs. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be a big one. Projected wins jumped up to 87 after that one. We're still 4 games back, but we made some good progress. This next moment should be a quick one in theory. Tied 6-6, bottom of the 9th against the Cubs. We have a chance to walk it off, and I'm going to play it right now in this episode. Oh, and it's Eloy. No intro for this one. We're just going to get in, get the job done, and get out. Eloy stepping up to the plate, looking for, man, I don't want to say a walk-off homer because that might be too ambitious, but if there is anyone who's going to do it, it's him. Oh my God, right away, a hanging curve. First pitch to Eloy, and he does it, walking it off 454 feet, 30th home run on the season. That is exactly how it was meant to go down. Oh, I'm so pumped. Look at him go, man. That's huge. 30 home runs, only his second season, and he's already by far and away the best hitter on this team this year. And against the Cubs, too, the team that traded him away, not only the team that traded him away, but one of the biggest rivals for the White Sox, Crosstown Classic here. I cannot believe that the first pitch of the at-bat was a hanging curveball that bad. When I saw that pitch coming in, my eyes lit up, but I was just like worried. I'm like, I can't mess this up. And I didn't. Eloy walking it off. And we get 3 more fireballs after that one. 2 for the win, 1 for the walk-off. And our fireball got even bigger than it did last time. Let's pick up some more wins with that. Sweep the Cubs in the 2-game series. Let's take out the D-backs too. Oh, we couldn't. What's this? Oh, okay. This is just the little progress screen. And man, that's kind of a shame because I was hoping. I remembered that at the All-Star break you get some team affinity points once you hit the All-Star break. But the problem is over on Diamond Dynasty, I have the White Sox team affinity already maxed out at 70, and they haven't dropped like the next set of team affinity guys yet. So those 16 points are just kind of going into the void, and they're not existing. But anyway, with what's actually on screen here, we were expected to only have 47 wins at this point in the year, and we're already at 54, so we have a +7 win differential. Honestly, I felt like we were doing better, but I guess we did have a couple of cold stretches in there. We were smashing expectations, 4.5 star rating, so we couldn't quite get that 5. But yeah, that seems pretty much it for this screen, so I'm going to go ahead and advance. I think that means we're at the All-Star break. I don't know if we're going to get to play anything All-Star related. I'd kind of like to. Oh, give me a... Not that I'm, like, upset that this is popping up, because, I mean, the control is what I'd like to have, but I would have liked to have that from the beginning, because after I made the Michael Givens trade, I wanted Kelvin Herrera to be the one that was sent down, and I wanted Jace Fry to be the one that was kept. And man, I've been waiting like all year for one of these to pop up, and I wanted it to be Nick Madrigal. I wanted Madrigal to get the call during this March to October. But I don't know, it doesn't look like there's really anything I can do. Kelvin Herrera is probably going to be the one that's sent down. He's not doing bad. You know, he's got a 3.14 ERA, but you know, without morale, he's only a 67 overall, and I think Jace Fry, I don't think he's actually a 72, but that's a ton better, and we need lefties, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna, just to make sure there's nothing I'm missing here. Yep, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send Kelvin Herrera down, bring Jace Fry back up, and that gets us a lefty back. So it does look like we cruised right past the All-Star break, because there is a 5-day gap in between that last game and now this moment. I'm gonna see. It doesn't give you an option, at least it didn't last year, to see like the All-Star roster. So I'm gonna see if there's any way that I can find out who made the All-Star team. Well, the only guy I'm seeing right now that has made the All-Star team is Dallas Keuchel. He has that little symbol next to his name. I don't know if there would be any other pitchers, like the guys with other symbols. I don't know if any of them have also made the All-Star team. I kind of wouldn't be surprised if Michael Givens made the All-Star team, but like, even if he did, that's kind of not like one of our All-Stars just because we just got him. But then over on the offense, I'm like 100% sure that Eloy made the All-Star team, but I'm pretty sure that that All-Star symbol is just being covered up by his little hot streak symbol. I also wouldn't be surprised if Edwin made the team, but I think if he did, his symbol also is covered up. But if there's anyone else who made it, I doubt Abreu, Grandal, or Larry made it. So I think the only guys were Keuchel, we know for sure, and I'm like 100% sure that Eloy made it, and probably Edwin, but that one I'm not sure of either. But anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. That was a really fun one. We got 2 big wins, including that walk-off home run in 1 pitch by Eloy against the Cubs. Make sure if you enjoyed this one, hit that like button for me and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this March to October. It's starting to get into crunch time. We're past the All-Star break now. But that's all I have for you guys in this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.